Silent people aren't quiet because they have nothing to say. They're quiet because the world has given them too many reasons not to speak. In this video, we're exploring the emotional psychology behind silence. Why some people withdraw. Why they choose stillness over noise. And what their silence is actually trying to say. Many silent people learned quietness early in life. Maybe they grew up in loud households where no one listened, or in places where expressing emotions felt unsafe. Silence became their shield, a way to avoid conflict, judgment, or being misunderstood. They learned to stay small, to stay invisible, to stay quiet, because it protected them. Silent people aren't empty, they're thinkers. While others speak, they observe, analyze, and feel deeply. Their mind is always active, always questioning, always reflecting. But because their thoughts are so layered, they struggle to put them into simple words. Silence becomes their way of processing the world. For many quiet people, speaking isn't the hard part. Being misunderstood is. They're not afraid of conversations. They're afraid of watching their feelings get minimized, their emotions twisted, and their honesty treated like an exaggeration. They've opened up before, only to be told they're too sensitive, overreacting, or making things complicated. So they learned to stay silent, not because they lack words, but because they've been disappointed too many times. Psychology says this silence is a form of self-protection. A shield built after years of feeling unheard. Quiet people aren't empty. They're cautious. They observe, they feel deeply, and they choose their moments carefully. Their silence isn't weakness. It's the result of scars the world never noticed. And sometimes, staying quiet is the only way they know how to keep their peace. Silence protects them from emotional overload. No noise. No pretending. No explanations. In silence, they don't have to perform. They don't have to hide their feelings, force a smile, or pretend they're okay when they're exhausted inside. In silence, they finally feel safe. Psychology says many quiet people retreat because their mind absorbs too much. The pressure in conversations, the expectations of others, the constant need to respond, explain, or justify themselves. So they recharge in stillness. They let their nervous system breathe. Away from crowds, their thoughts settle, their emotions soften, and the world feels less heavy. Silence becomes a form of self-care, a place where they can think clearly, without judgment, correction, or interruption. They protect their energy by withdrawing, not because they dislike people, but because their inner world needs time to reset. To them, silence isn't emptiness. It's peace, clarity, and emotional safety. It's where they reconnect with themselves after giving too much to the world. Silent people love quietly, care quietly, hurt quietly. They feel everything with intensity, but they rarely show it the way others do. Their affection hides in the smallest gestures. A soft check-in, a thoughtful message, a quiet presence beside someone they care about. What they don't say is often louder than words. Their silence isn't emptiness. It's a language shaped by fear, sensitivity, and a lifetime of feeling too deeply. Psychology says that silent people often carry high emotional awareness, but low emotional safety. They love with depth, yet hesitate to express it, because they've been misunderstood or dismissed before. Their feelings run deep, so deep they worry about overwhelming others, or appearing too intense, or too vulnerable, or too much. So they speak through actions instead of explanations. They show love by being consistent, by noticing small details, by standing beside you even when they don't know what to say. Their presence is their loudest confession. Their sacrifice is their unspoken emotion. Their silence is full of meaning, if someone chooses to listen. But the truth is, many of these quiet gestures go unnoticed. people miss the warmth hidden in their stillness, the love wrapped inside their restraint, the devotion reflected in their patience. Silent people don't love less. They simply love differently, in ways the world rarely recognizes, but deeply, sincerely, and with a loyalty that words could never fully express. Silent people are often misunderstood as cold or distant, but the truth is, they feel deeply connected, just not loudly. They express loyalty through listening, love through presence, and trust through consistency. Their silence often means, "I'm here, I care, I just don't know how to say it out loud." Silent people are not puzzles to solve. They are stories waiting for safe places to unfold. Their silence is strength, wisdom, and emotional history. So if you love someone who is quiet, be patient, be gentle. Their silence isn't the absence of emotion. It is the presence of everything they've ever felt.